Good morning. Today we're going to work on our Manipura, our navel chakra, the third chakra. So we'll be doing a lot of core work. Our affirmation today: I am confident, powerful, and I can handle anything. We're going to add a breathing technique to today's practice. So you can take your right hand, you're going to put your ring finger and pinky together on one side of your nose and your thumb closing the other side. You're going to start inhaling, holding your right nostril down. So breathing in your left nostril, closing your nostrils on both sides and holding the breath. Then open on your right side, exhale. Then inhale again, your right side, close. That's kind of like a flow through each side of the nostril. And this is just to release some of the energy today, clearing what we don't need in our body and kind of warming up the body at the same time. So you can follow along, try to do the same length for your inhale as your exhale. Hold for a second with both sides closed, and then open and exhale. So it'll start inhale, hold, open, exhale, inhale, hold, open, exhale, inhale, hold, open, exhale, inhale, hold, open, exhale. So you can stop the video and just move through this a few times, or if that's enough, you might need to blow your nose, remove everything that doesn't serve you. And then just take a few normal breaths, moving in any way that you feel necessary before we start a practice today. And then go ahead and make your way to a seated position. Okay, from here we're going to do a single leg stretch. So you can bring your left heel into your right thigh, just like I'm doing here, stretching out the right leg. You're going to bring your arms up overhead, extend forward before collapsing down, and you can let your hands drop wherever they reach. Don't try to pull too much, but when you're ready, you can grab onto your foot. Make sure your foot is flexed, and you'll really feel this in your hamstring, your lower back. Really breathe into any tightness that you feel, and then come out, and you can turn now your belly button towards me and stretch your your left arm overhead and stretching that side body, really opening up in your solar plexus here. Really breathe, feel the warmth of the sun if you're outside. Really enjoy this stretch. Come out the same way you came in. We'll just flex our feet and then switch out sides. So now bringing your right heel into your left thigh. Stretch your arms up overhead, really lengthening here, and then let your hands fall, maybe on your shin, maybe they reach your foot. Depends how open you are already today. And then just breathe here. You can relax your neck. Really enjoy the stretch here. And then when you're ready, you can open up, press your forearm against the inside of your left leg, stretching that right arm overhead, stretching that right side body, and deep inhales and exhales. And then come out the same way you came in, stretch both legs, wiggle them out, and then you can now fold forward over both legs, so lengthening again. Maybe you grab your toes this time. Remember, keep them flexed. You don't want to be pulling too much there. And then relax your neck. And just enjoy this nice stretch in the back. Alright, and then you can slowly rise up. We're going to do a little bit of core work in our Navasana, our boat pose, so you can kind of find a nice seated position, not exactly on your tailbone, but using the fat on your butt for a platform, lifting your feet off the ground. Try to keep your legs like parallel to the ground. You can stretch them all out, or you can keep them bent like I am. And we're just gonna feel this boat pose, the little crunches here, contracting your knees towards your chest. Try to keep your chest up, your chin up, and then maybe take a little break. We're really gonna feel the heat forming in your solar plexus. So if it helps, you can keep your fingertips on the ground next to you. You know, our lower body, our lower core needs to gain some strength, so really take your time with this sequence. Stretch it out when you need to. Try to keep your shoulders back. We don't want it to be crunching in, so really think your chest is pulling up towards the sun, the sky, your chin. And maybe do about 10 of these. If you want to try some fluttering with your hands, just kind of play around with the boat pose. So the solar plexus is really the source of all your personal power, your self-belief, your self-worth. So I really want you to consider, like, these poses seem easy, but they are hard, you know. So use this practice to kind of master your thoughts and your emotions about yourself. Overcome any fears. Consider how you can take stronger action in the things that you want in your life. Speak up for yourself. Do things that scare you. And really exert your willpower and your self-control. Okay, now we're going to move into a little lower core practice, doing some leg lifts. So stretch out your body, just really get out all those nooks and crannies, anything that you're feeling, any movement you need to take right now. And then you'll stretch your legs long, still in your seated position. Let's start with our right leg, just kind of bringing it in. Left leg, alternate here, just kind of warming up the upper thigh, lower core. And then we're going to do some little flutter kicks. So make sure you're seated properly. I'm leaning back a little bit to feel it lower in my core, but you can sit as tall as is comfortable. You can keep your hands planted on the ground to give you a little more stability, whatever feels right. But really try to keep that chin up, your chest, and then give yourself a little rest. You can come down, do the next 10 on your forearms, really engaging in the core and the tops of the thighs. You might feel a burn here. That's totally okay. Again, take a rest when you need it, but kind of push yourself, exert yourself. Alright, on your last round, go ahead and relax back to your seated pose. Again, stretch out anything that you need to. And we're going to make our way to our tabletop and slowly lower ourselves to the ground. Maybe take a little baby cobra, a little back bend. And then we're going to stretch our arms behind our sacrum. We're going to do a little lotus pose here. So you're going to lift your chest forward off the ground. Your feet are planted now, pressing against the ground. And then slowly we're going to pull our arms back towards our feet as we rise up, both chest and legs. So full lotus pose here. And maybe count 1, 2, 3, and lower back down. Take a little rest, your right cheek to the ground, relaxing your arms to the side, palms up, receiving some energy. And then when you're ready, again, back to your pose. Count 1, 2, 3. Maybe keep it a little longer if you can, and relax. We'll do a third round here, so completely relaxing your body. And when you're ready, we'll count again. Up, 1, 2, 3. Maybe lifting a little higher. 4, 5, and relax. Okay, and then press yourself back to your child's pose, stretching your arms out. Really feel the lower body stretch. My knees are wide. That just feels better for me. You can keep your knees together. And then slowly make your way back to your tabletop. Press back, your hips high in your down dog. Pedal out the backs of the legs. Walk your feet forward. Halfway lift. Relax completely. And then slowly make your way up to your strong mountain pose. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way to the ground. Stretch your legs out. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Come to your back. Maybe take a diamond with your feet pressed together, your knees wide, your hand to your chest and one to your belly. And just start relaxing here. Feel your breath, the power of your practice, and then slowly relax into your savasana. Bring a little bit of life back to your body, wiggling out your toes, fingertips, stretching your arms above your head. And then slowly make your way into your embryo pose. Press yourself up. Keep your eyes closed. And find your seated pose. Bring your hands to your belly. And remember today, you have a voice. You can express yourself. Don't be shy. Use this opportunity to be the confident person you are. Namaste.